What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a one look tutorial for the first time in a really long time. Today I wanted to sit down and play with the Profusion Festival Palette. This is a newer palette from Profusion and it's 35 shades for only $13, and the colors in it are like, they're really fun. Like, hold on, let me show you. It's like super fun in there. It reminds me a lot of a Morphe palette, and I would say from my experience with Profusion palettes, they're around the same quality level as Morphe too, but they're even more affordable, which is super fun. And you can also pick them up at Target. And I think some other drugstores carry them. I'm not sure, but I have absolutely seen these at Target, which makes them super accessible and super easy for you guys. So I always like to do a look with them when I feel inspired to, because, you know, it's good to have things that are a little bit more budget friendly and a little bit more easy to get your hands on sometimes. So I wanted to sit down and really go in with the color today, and I did. As you'll see in this video, I hit a few little snags along the way because I blended some things a little bit too far over, and then colors met that should never meet. And honestly, I just could have done things a little bit easier and it probably would have come out better. But in the end, I kept pushing on, and I actually think that it came out pretty fun, all things considered. And I'm not like, I don't hate it. It's not my favorite look I've ever done, but I do think that it is like really like striking. So I don't know, I'm pretty happy with it. I hope you guys like it too. And if you're wondering where my 3 looks videos have gone, they haven't gone anywhere. I just didn't have time to film 3 looks today. I'm also not wearing lashes with this look again today. That's because I have lash extensions right now and I'm trying to preserve them as much as I can until I no longer want to wear them. So I'm trying not to get glue in them, you know what I mean? But I do think that this look would look even better with a really nice pair of lashes, just FYI. Also, I'm feeling like really uncomfortable because I'm wearing one of those like little Calvin Klein bras today, and they're just made for people with little perky titties, which are not the titties that live on my chesticle. So if I keep playing with my straps, that's why. I'm sorry. So this palette's pretty bomb. I'm excited that I got to play with it at least for one look. I'll probably pull it back out again in the future. Before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe if you are lurking around and considering it. Hi, subscribe. You should do it. Just do it. You should just do it. And don't forget to leave a like on this video if you don't mind taking a second to do it, because it helps me so much and I would really appreciate it, and it lets me know that you like these kinds of videos. So it's helpful for everybody. I think that's all I have to say. We have some colors to put here on our faces today. So let's just jump right in to the tutorial. So here is the Profusion Festival palette. It's 35 shades and I just looked it up. This retails for $13, which is a freaking bargain. And the look that I am inspired by today is this look. I'm gonna put it here on the screen. That is from Ashely, or Atleeey, here on YouTube and also on Instagram. And I saw this in her video the other day. I don't think she has a tutorial on it, or if she does, then I haven't seen it yet. I was like obsessed. So I want to do something similar to that, not necessarily recreate it, but just like the idea of having all those different colors in the like crease area blended out, and then like the same color on the lid. So I'm gonna start with some bright pinks. I'm gonna go into this shade here. This is called Rave. This palette came with a list of the shade names on like an overlay. The overlay actually has stickiness on the sides that holds it on. So I put it on the lid so I could see it better. I don't really like overlays on palettes, but if there's gonna be one, I'm glad it's sticky. And I'm gonna start by just putting that right in the inner part of the crease area. And I'm bringing that up really high because the crease colors are going to be like a key feature of this look. So we don't want them to get like blended away, you know? So far getting a lot of payoff for that pink, so that's nice. I'm just cleaning that brush off. I'm just gonna go into the next color on the same brush. Next, I'm gonna go into this yellow shade called Sunnies in the middle part. And these two colors might be really difficult to blend together because they're obviously very, very different, but it's easy to find like a nice intermediate with like the oranges and stuff like that. So we're just gonna tap them together, and if I need an orange in between to blend it out, it'll be fine. So I'm gonna go into this more peachy orange shade right here called Hot AF on a pencil brush, and I'm just gonna tap that between those two shades to help blend them together. I'm gonna go into this bright blue shade Wavy. I'm gonna put that on the outer portion and a little bit down onto the lid too. I'm gonna go into this shade here, Hipster. It's kind of like a turquoise color, so I think it'll be a nice intermediate between these two. Now I'm gonna take a clean blending brush and go between all of those colors and also over the edge of those colors to finish the blend. If I feel like I got too much color from my eye on the brush, I'm just gonna wipe it off on that color switch sponge in between to make sure that I'm not bringing like the pink over here by accident or something like that. I'm having some issues over here for some reason, like it doesn't want to grip to certain spots. I'm not really sure why. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to cover that up when I do the other colors anyway. So I'm not gonna push too hard to make it work. I'm just gonna figure it out later. I need to define the crease a little bit. So for the inner portion, I'm gonna go into the shade Totally on a MAC 221 brush, and I'm just gonna put that more in the crease under that pink and also under the orange. It'll all blend together like that. Under the yellowy area, I'm gonna go into the shade Crochet. It's a little bit more of a deeper orange tone, and I'm just gonna put that through that area of the crease. And at this point, the outer corner looks like an absolute disaster. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Just to deepen that up though, I'm gonna go into the shade Wavy again and mix it with a little bit of the black shade Onyx, which has some shimmer in it, which I don't super love. It's okay because we're only using a little. Put that right there. So now I'm gonna put a navy blue across the whole lid. I'm gonna go into the shade Rockin' and I'm gonna pick that up on a MAC 217 brush and I'm gonna wet that with some setting spray. Actually, for just a second, I'm gonna switch to a smaller brush to get into the crease area, and then I'm gonna switch back to the MAC 217. And I'm using this color to like kind of cut the crease, but not exactly. Well, I mean, I guess it still is cutting the crease. Just doing it without something underneath it. All right, I'm still not sure about this look, but we're gonna continue on because you know what? Sometimes things look terrible and then you finish them and you're like, oh, okay, that's not so bad. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the black shade Onyx on a Real Techniques shading brush and I'm just gonna put that right in the outer corner to deepen up the end of that navy blue. So the outer corner is like really where it looks like hot garbage, and I'm hoping that once I clean up underneath my eyes, that's gonna come together a little bit more. So when Profusion sent me this palette, they also sent me some of their sparkling eye toppers along with some lip products. So I wanna use one of the sparkling eye toppers today. This is the shade Twinkle, and I'm just gonna put this right in the center of the blue. I'm gonna tap that out with my finger to just blend it out a touch. And then add a little bit more in the center so that way we get like a glitter gradient going. Okay, I'm gonna go clean up underneath my eyes and do my concealer, and I think that hopefully once I clean up the shape of this, it's gonna look a little bit neater and I'm gonna be happier with it. And then I'll know what to do with the bottom lash line. So it looks a lot better now that I cleaned up underneath, which I suspected would be the case. What I think I did wrong on this side a little bit, because this side looks a lot better. Over here, I brought the orange over too far and I wound up touching the green, and like orange and green make brown. So that's just gonna be muddy every time. And that's just what we're gonna have to deal with today because it just is what it is. And I tried to blend it as much as I could and put the yellow back in the middle. And it looks better, but it's not perfect. It's still a little bit muddy. But this channel is not about look how perfect Nicole is at makeup. It's about playing with makeup and experimenting and learning. And sometimes that learning happens from my mistakes. So for the underneath part, I'm gonna go back into the shade Totally because I really, really liked how that looked on the top lid, and I kind of want the whole bottom to be sort of this color, but we're gonna have to blend it into the darker shades toward the outer corner. So I'm gonna start by pushing it into my lash line with this little Luxie mini brush, tapering it a little bit as I get into the inner corner, of course. I don't know why I say of course, it's not an of course kind of a thing. I'm gonna blend the edge of that out with a clean brush. And to blend that into the darker shades in the outer corner, I'm gonna go back into the black shade Onyx, and this time I'm taking it on a Real Techniques detail brush, which is really tiny. It's almost like a lip brush. I often use it as a lip brush. I'm just gonna push that into the outer corner of the lower lash line and then use that to blend that pink into the blue on the top. I added some mascara. I used the Lancome Monster Big, which is what I've been using a lot lately, and I put a nude pencil through my waterline. This is the Benefit Roller Pencil. And the eyes are pretty much done, and I'm actually really glad that I pushed through because this actually wound up being fun. It's sometimes you just gotta keep going with something and see what it comes out to in the end, because if you don't, then you're just gonna think, oh, this is shit, and give up and then just have no makeup on. I do want to add one more little touch. I'm gonna go into this shade Fanny Pack here. It's like a shimmery lilac shade on a pencil brush. I'm just gonna add that to the inner corner because I just feel like that could use a little bit of shimmer and brightness in there. I'm not using that wet just because I don't necessarily want it to be super intense. I just kind of wanted to blend the blue with the pink and brighten it up just a touch. Okay, I'm just gonna go finish up my skin really quick and then we can add a lip. Do you think that adding a pair of really nice lashes could definitely take to... God, the top of my brush just came flying across the room. What the fuck, Morphe? But anyway, I think that a nice pair of lashes could really take this look to the next level. One that might look really good with this would be the House of Lashes Stella Luxe. Ooh, those would look so good with this. Okay, I finished up my skin with the Nabla Divinizer highlight, which is kind of like a pinkish color, and also the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the color Party. I definitely feel like it needs a more subtle lip though, so I'm actually just gonna use something really simple. This is the MAC Lip Glass in Heart Melter from the spring collection that I reviewed the other day, the Boom Boom Bloom collection. If you haven't seen that video and you want to, I'll link it up here on the screen. But this is just a really pretty mauve kind of gloss. I feel like that's what we need here. And this is the finished look. Okay guys, that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though we had some trials and tribulations along the way. And it's only one look, and I know you guys are used to getting like 2 or 3 from me at a time. Like I said, I just didn't have time, and I wish I did because like there's so many colors in here to play with. So today was one of those days, but I will be back really soon with a 3 looks video using the ABH Riviera palette. I am so excited to play with that. I've been waiting for Anastasia to do a full color palette for a long time, and you know I'm gonna sit down and do 3 looks with it. So I'm very excited to do that. When I get back, I'm also gonna be testing out their new setting spray. So yeah, those are what's coming down the line ASAP. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if there are any specific color combinations from the Riviera palette that you would like to see. Please don't forget to leave a like on this video if you don't mind taking a quick second to do it, because it really helps me out and I always appreciate it so much, and it also lets me know that you guys like seeing these types of videos. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe because I would love to have you around for more videos. I usually do multiple looks, so you can get more where this came from, although I don't know if this is the best example because like usually my looks are better than this. I mean, this look is fun, but I would have done a couple of things differently if I could go back. And if you want to keep up with me day to day, go ahead and follow me on other social media, but mostly Instagram. That is where I post the most stuff on my feed, on my stories. We do lip art over there, all sorts of fun things. So don't miss out. Follow me. I'm at Miss Quinface anywhere you could possibly want to find me. That is really all for today. I'm done with this video. I gotta go wash this off right away and head to the gym and then get my nails done. I got things to do. Thanks so much for being here with me today. I always appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one.